Good evening. Or I guess whenever you're watching this video, I don't really even know what time it is. Driving home, I doing some knocking, done some inspections today. I thought of something, and I want to bring this up with everybody. And I'm gonna try to make this make sense for salespeople. Okay, when you're outdoor knocking, whenever you're selling roofs, and I really want to say this, especially for roof salesmen, because some of y'all got some bad reputations out there. Anyway. There's a couple things that I want you guys to understand and do when you're going to the door, all right? Mean what you say, know what you're saying, say what you mean, and say it like you mean it, okay? If you have a pen and paper, I just thought of this, all right? I even write it down, okay? Say what you mean what you say it like you mean it, okay? That's an important one. Say it like you mean it. When you knock on a door, say it like you mean it, okay? Don't say it because it sounded scripted. Don't say it because it sounds good. Say it with your heart. Say it like you mean it, like you absolutely mean it, okay? Don't say it because you think you're supposed to say it, okay? Know what you're saying, okay? When you say something, know why you're saying it and say it because you know why you're saying it, okay? Does that make, I hope that all, think about that. Think about what I just said. Think about how I'm saying this, okay? Okay, so I want to give you guys kind of an example. It's kind of like, I know some of y'all have been to the door with me, and I know some people that I've trained with and that sort of thing. When I knock on a door, and one of the first things that pops out of my mouth, and you guys can go watch all my other videos, the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, hey, sir, ma'am, whoever answers, sir, hey, sorry to bother you, okay? I say it like I mean it, and I mean what I say, okay? Think about that. Think about that. I mean it. I genuinely mean that. I'm so sorry to bother you. I can't tell you how far that'll take you in a door knock, okay? It's one thing to just say, hey, sorry to bother you. But it's another thing to say it and mean it, okay? Because people are genuinely, typically fairly nice people. They could have a big old sign on their door that says no soliciting. And trust me, and everybody knows this, that knows me, I love those. I love no soliciting signs. Those are my favorite. I knock on that one almost 99.9% of the time, all right? If it says no soliciting because a baby's sleeping, I won't knock on that door, right? I don't want to start that fight. But I will knock on a door if it says no soliciting, okay? But as soon as they answer the door, hey, sorry to bother you, but I mean it. I genuinely mean it. And if somebody knocked on my door, if I'm sitting in my ass at the house watching Netflix or doing whatever it is I'm doing, and I have to get up off the couch, or I have to stop barbecuing, or I have to stop hanging out with my kids, or I have to stop doing whatever it is that I'm doing in that house, and I have to walk to the door, and there's some goober in there that doesn't give a shit that he just made me get up off the couch or stop playing with my kids or stop barbecuing or stop doing what I'm doing. If he doesn't give a shit, I'm not giving him any of my time. None of it. I'm going to shut the door. Okay? I can also tell if that person's genuine or not, right? If that person genuinely means it, if they genuinely mean, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, then I'll give them a little bit. I'll listen to what they have to say. But if they're just saying it because they're a robot, because they don't know what somebody told them to say that, then I'm not going to give them the time of day, right? And most people are like that. Most people at the door are like that, okay? So when you get into your sales pitch, whenever you get into that inspection, right? Most roofing companies where I train, you're looking to get that first step, that inspection, right? Sorry to bother you. Hey, my name's Jeremy. I'm with so-and-so roofing company. Obviously, you guys had some weather that's come through here in the last couple months. Have you had your roof inspected? Have you had anybody look at it? A professional, an adjuster, anybody that's looked at it since that storm? Okay. Nope. Most of the time, they're going to say no. Most of the time. Sometimes they're going to be like, yeah, man, I had somebody look at it last week. But we'll get into those rebuttals and all that stuff another time. But say what you mean what you say, know what you're saying, and say it like you mean it. Okay? Remember that. Write that down. Especially that last part. Say it like you mean it. Like you mean it. Not because it's a trick, not because it's a ploy, not because some sales guru taught you how to do it. Say it because you mean it. And say it like you mean it. Okay? Learn how to do that. Learn how to use your body language. Learn how to speak to somebody in an effect that actually gets their attention. Okay? Prime example. When you were a kid, mom didn't come outside and say, "Hey kids, time for dinner." It just depended on what kind of mood she was in, right? If she came outside and looked at you guys and said it was time for dinner, if she yelled it, if she screamed it, "Hey, get your ass in here," you know she's upset because of the way she said it. If she says it real nice, "Hey, come here for dinner, it's ready," you know she's in a good mood because of the way she said it. Does that make sense? So whenever you're at the door, "Hey, sir, man, I'm sorry to bother you. I know you guys. I'm with Jeremy with so and so roofing company. I know you guys have had some weather in the last couple months, some pretty strong winds, maybe a little bit of hail. Have you guys had it looked at? Have you guys had any professional or anybody that knows what they're doing get up there on your roof and take a look at it? Have you had that done yet?" You see how I said that? I said it like I meant it. I used my body. I said it like I care. Okay? And I'm telling you, this will take you places you've never been before knocking doors. Say what you mean what you say it like you mean it, but know what you're saying. Okay? Know what you're saying too. Okay? Don't be telling people about shingles if you don't know shit about shingles. All right? Don't be telling people about, their insurance policies and things like that if you don't know how that works. All right? So but definitely hope you guys are out there rocking it. Hope you guys are out there killing it. I don't know. If anybody's knocking the 100 doors, get to those doors as many times as you can, man. All right, as many of them as you can. Get as many inspections as you can, and everything will work itself out. Well, hit you guys up on the next one. Hope you follow. Hope you subscribe. Hope you love what I'm doing. We'll talk to you on the next one. See ya.